Good morning. I'm Sam and I'll be hosting the All Age slot today. This morning we're going to be looking at prayer, which is a really important part of our relationship with God. After all, how would we get on with the people in our lives if we didn't speak to them? Maybe you found that throughout lockdown you've had to find new ways to communicate with people. When we can't see them face to face, we've had to rely on technologies and different ways of doing things. I've spent a lot of the last few months on Zoom and FaceTime and video chatting with people. My phone memory is getting pretty full of WhatsApps and pictures that people keep sending me. And whenever I bump into people on the street when we're out walking, it's been such a joy to catch up with them and do that spontaneously. But what if we use this lockdown to find new ways to pray and find space in our days to pray and talk to God all day long? I'm pretty good at remembering to pray before I go to sleep, and I'm nearly good at remembering to pray when I wake up as well. But what about all that time in the middle of the day? I often forget to think about God, let alone speak to him. There's a man called Smith Wigglesworth who has a funny name. I don't know what he looks like, so in my head I'm going to pretend that he looks like a cartoon worm. Smith Wigglesworth once said, "I rarely pray for more than 20 minutes, but I never go more than 20 minutes without praying." And what he's saying is, he finds it hard to pray for a long time, but he thinks it's a really good idea to pray short prayers all throughout the day. So how do we do that? Let's spend a couple of minutes thinking about how we can remind ourselves to pray throughout the day. I had a friend at university who would pray for her housemates every time she boiled the kettle. And when deadlines were coming up, that meant a lot of her day was spent praying for her friends and asking God to meet with them. When my kettle's boiling, I usually just wander off, or I find something else more interesting to do. But I wonder what ordinary part of your day is there that you could transform from something boring to an opportunity to devote time to prayer and spending time with God. We've all been washing our hands a lot more thoroughly lately, and you may have heard that saying happy birthday twice is about the right length of time. Well, why not swap that for the Lord's Prayer? You'll find that in Matthew 6, and it takes about 20 seconds to pray. And as you're praying that throughout the day, maybe ask God, which line do I need to focus on right now? Which line is he speaking to me through at this moment in my day? Finally, the most exciting part of my day is when I get to go outside. Elsewhere in the Bible, it says, "How beautiful the feet are of those who bring good news." So every time you lace up your shoes, maybe ask God who you could be encouraging today. Who should I be praying for or asking how they're doing? And then as you walk out the door, text that person. Say hi, say I miss you, and is there anything I can pray for you today? So those are some of my ideas. I'm going to give you a minute now to either spend thinking on your own, or if you're watching this with other people, talk to them about what you could do to remind yourself to pray throughout the day. If you've got a really good idea, why not share it with other people in the Zoom coffee afterwards?